Hello, everyone. I am so excited. This is Jessica Peterson here with Purpose Powered People, and I have two amazing ladies who flew out to hang out and to do the video for Purpose Powered People book. How amazing, these wonderful ladies, Joanne and Ami from Chicago. Say hello.
Hi.
So yes, as mentioned, it probably looks a little bit different because these ladies flew out and we're here, and we're going to have so much fun. We already are having so much fun. We're at Four Seasons Hotel in Denver, Colorado. Super good times. We're going to be doing a write-up. We'll talk about that in a little bit in Island and Resort magazine that's come out. These are the two women behind it. And good times. So exciting. So we have so much to cover. Joanne and Ami, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Our pleasure.
And I have known Joanne now for about 4 years and Ami just under a year. And these are two powerhouse women that you all have to know for so many different reasons. So first of all, Joanne, I would love to get started. Please share with all of us who you are, how you evolved and came about to all the amazing things you're up to.
Well, my name is Joanne Boufis. I am based out of Chicago, and I'm a real estate broker out of Illinois, licensed in Illinois, but I'm launching an international real estate business. And that came about with an opportunity that was handed to me about over a year ago. I was selling international properties. And that's when Jessica was nice enough and Ami and brought them on board. And Jessica helped with the branding, website, marketing, everything. So we're just ready to launch it, and we'll be launching an Island and Resort magazine that's basically the sister company to the International Real Estate Company.
And can we share with everyone, they've already had billions of dollars of people come to you for their real estate and islands and overseas. I mean, we won't say names or anything, but yeah, you've already been approached, and it just seems like a perfect fit. I mean, even yesterday at the hotel, someone was saying, no way, I have family who's wanting to buy in Spain. We don't know where to start. We don't know where to go. And I always think of you because you know how to find the key company and people to work with and create those relationships and guide people through such a big, important investment of theirs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when I got my real estate license, I didn't know, but I got my real estate license because I knew there were more opportunities with being a broker, and obviously now being handed this opportunity. It's been great, and I'm excited to help people because they don't know where to go. And that's why I built what I built, because I want them to, you know, have an easier transaction, and that's basically what we built together.
So much fun. And what people don't realize is you're so much about community. And I know Ami and I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Very much about community. And so you also own a gym as well. And any other fun stuff you want to share with us? Or?
I own a gym, and I'm also the co-president for the largest chapter in the U.S. of Women of Today. It's based out of Glenview. And this year our goal is to raise $50,000. So we give back to Glenview, but we've been expanding since we've been raising more money. So I love to, you know, give back, work hard, but I do plan a lot of my schedule around time to help others.
Fabulous. I love it. Absolutely love it. So your background really quick, I want to cover that a little bit. I know it's real estate and you're very successful in real estate. Anything else in your background? How did you evolve on this journey?
I super connector. I found a career that I can bring my most powerful characteristic and grow with it and help others. So basically by being a super connector, PR, event planning, real estate was a way to incorporate all of these and, you know, grow myself and help others.
And Joanne has such a special way. So if people don't know what a super connector is, basically it's someone that always has connections or a way to connect you to your end goal. So for example, if like Jessica had mentioned early on that someone had inquired about their family member wanting to purchase in Spain. So how would they do that? How would they go about that? And Joanne's just genuinely a very sweet and kind person and very business savvy. So she always has the best interest of people. So she has a way of connecting point A to point Z and all the steps in between. And she's all about simplifying the process and just making it easy. And she always takes a step to make it easier, less stress-free for people.
Absolutely, absolutely. And being in the background for over 20 years in marketing and banking and finance, it's very hard and difficult to find a real estate agent who actually cares, who knows their stuff. And what I love about you two ladies, we've been working on, the island matchmaker. Find your perfect island or find your perfect commercial real estate in Chicago. It's really systemized because not one size fits all, right? I mean, you really can't put people in that category, and you ask key questions. So often we hear real estate agents say, I help you buy and sell. Okay, well, that's so common. What makes you unique? What makes you different? And I know for you, it goes beyond the real estate transaction. What's your dream? What's your goals in life? How can I support you and connect you? And you ask those key questions that can be so vital because you don't want to be in a home or an island or a resort that you totally have regrets. Why did I get this? I didn't even think about the washer and dryer or where it's located,
Yep. Yeah.
So I love it. What are, so before we get in with me, I'm dying to know, what are 3 words because I already have it in my head, what I can visualize for you, knowing you, but what are 3 words that people usually associate with Joanne Boufis?
Oh, wow. I would say it would be a simple, collaborative super connector. I like to keep stuff simple. I'm great at collaborating and bringing people together, and obviously my key characteristic is being a super connector. So I would definitely say it's those 3.
Totally. That's what
would you agree?
Yeah.
Totally agree. Yeah, totally agree.
I was going to say, what are you going to say about me, Jess?
Totally agree. You're very collaborative. You're very simple. We had this conversation. I have a sign above my desk, simple, just simple. And we're so much alike. I sometimes are all related. I'm sure we are somehow, but I love the collaborative, the simple, and the super connector. People know me as a connector, supporter, and protector. And I look at you and you are the super connector. So amazing. So thank you for all you do. I also want to know, like as a kid, what did you love to do?
So as a kid, I loved to dance, but I loved to help people. And I went back, I actually found my 8th grade little write-up of what you want to be. And I always wanted to be a therapist. And then I think it came like as I got older, a kid therapist. So I always was there to help people and got caught up with always helping people. And that happened also in my early real estate career, which is when I became a co-president of a charity, that helped because that was my time to give back. Or else I would just get lost in helping people because it's so fulfilling, but it also, would take away from work. So I would definitely say it was a therapist.
So was that Charlie Brown, that little girl had like therapy 5 cents, or was that you?
Probably. She had dark hair, didn't she?
Yeah,
I think so, but you're much nicer than Lucy.
It's true.
Yeah, you're a loving bossy, not like the...
Yes, loving bossy, where they don't know when you're being bossy.
Yeah, exactly. But I could totally see that. Oh, I could totally see that. So you loved helping other kids, giving advice. What was your favorite toy or activity or?
I played with kids. I babysat at a young age. I didn't play with dolls. I had a brother, so I played with G.I. Joes.
Awesome.
And boy toys. I never played with dolls or anything, which is why I became so girly when I was older. I didn't really have a toy. I played with kids.
I love it. So that makes sense. So you're so people-oriented. But what I also love about you is you know your boundaries. You're very loving, caring, compassionate, but you also know your boundaries in this world. And that's very admirable. So awesome. And what excites you about being with purpose-powered people? What would you say is your purpose?
My main purpose would probably be to help people figure out a happier lifestyle, no matter what that is. And I think that's definitely why we built what we have built in the last year. It's definitely to provide a happier, healthier lifestyle. Hence, owning the gym, also provides that.
And bringing community and people together, just like the nonprofit. It's fascinating how where you live can have a bearing on even how long you live yourself. Mm-hmm. When you are in a community or a home or an island or resort that lowers your stress, naturally you're less likely to have a heart attack so much younger. Mm-hmm. And so it's very important when you look at that.
It's so interesting because all of Joanne's investments, if you kind of pay attention, and she thought it was interesting herself because she thought of it after, but I was like, wow, Joanne, you really do implement what you believe in your purpose in everything you do, from having a gym to an international real estate. In each business, it's helping to have people achieve the goals that they want, whether it's health, whether it's real estate. So, and helping to promote them to what will make them happy.
Yeah, including philanthropy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely philanthropy. So lots of thoughts going through my head, lots of questions. So, and I'm sure our listeners or viewers have the same questions. When we look at this and your purpose, what would you say makes you stand out so different from all your competitors? I know we talked briefly about the questionnaire, which I know, and you go a step above and beyond, wanting to know their dreams in life. What else? Is there anything else to share? What makes you stand out?
Yeah, I would just say because I'm nice. I think early on in my real estate career, most and all of my deals got done because I was nice to the other agent on the side, whether I was on the buy side or the sell side. So I think number one is just being nice.
That's really fascinating. I know, unfortunately, I hear a lot of people say we meet ones in real estate, and they're just not very nice people. And that's we're grateful. And I would love to hear Ami's input on what you've observed about Joanne since you're here. This is great. And I know you work together. What have you observed about her different from other real estate?
She's phenomenal. Like, I know I sound like a Joanne groupie, maybe I am, but she's wonderful, and I'm always so picky and particular with who I work with. Like, not only is she a great friend, she's a great human being, because everything she does, like, I guess I'll share a little story about how we met. We met at a Glenview Women of Today Mercedes fashion show charity, and a lot of people were kind of intimidating to speak with, and here she is, like, humbly taking names or registering people in, and afterwards she was just sort of standing there, so I just went up and I spoke to her, and like for the next whatever months, we really didn't know what our industries were, and I have a digital marketing and social media background, and next thing you know, she told me about her project and we collaborated. And what I observed, because I've also been approached by other real estate agents to do their social, and I've noticed that sometimes, which there's a lot of responsibilities that a real estate agent has, like if anyone spends a day with them, you'd be so shocked. Like winter time in Chicago, you'll see this girl going around mailboxes and figuring out where the owner said to like pick something up, leave something. She gets everything done. Like, more than her being nice, she's committed, and she'll always figure out a way to help someone with something. Like, I know someone had an interest in selling property for somebody, and they're kind of going through some difficulties, and she just used her magical super connector skills, and next thing you know, it's complete and ready, and you're just like, wow. So, and I can imagine it's hard to talk about oneself. So
Absolutely. You said something that really stood out, committed. So maybe it should be connector, collaborative, and committed. The 3 C's. I could totally see that with you. I mean, there's so many words that can describe Joanne in amazing ways. And I love that you value relationships. So if anybody wants to connect with her, and she has connections all around the world to make something happen. If she doesn't have that connection, I know someone to actually go ahead and make that happen for you. Right. And so commercial real estate in Chicago. So tell us, do you have any fun stories or fun trends or fun projects or anything in commercial real estate in Chicago? Or
I have a unique property that I had to help a recent client figure out. The town was trying to take away commercial property. So just calling personal clients and figuring out the situation in which we were able to beat the town in taking away the property and sold it to a private individual for a lot more money than the town was willing to pay. They're actually trying to fool my clients. So it was nice to come in and help them because it's a unique situation and you have to think outside of the box when you're doing that. So it was very nice that I was able to, go through my own network and call up some friends and, we're able to help out this client.
That's awesome. Connections do come handy definitely at times like that. So the Island and Resort magazine, I know we have been having so much fun talking about that, and you ladies want to provide a magazine complimentary. I mean, you don't have to pay for it. Something that really not just showcases, oh, this is what I have for sale, this is what I have, but really showcase other amazing people. I know we're talking with very high net worth people around the world, their properties, their success, owning an island resort, but we're also going to make it fun, like fashion, drinks. It's amazing how many men even want to know fashion on the beach. And, food and restaurants. We're going to be featuring the Four Seasons being here and just bringing value in this really nice, high first class mini magazine. So anybody watching, it's complimentary. Grab it. It's super fun. Who doesn't like island and resort lifestyle, type reading? Simple, easy read. So grab your copy of that. Do you have anything? Oh, I know. I want to ask really quick. This is something else so important before I move on. So special people in your life, your mom and your dad, what are their names and what do you appreciate about them?
My father's Peter. My mother's Georgia. My mother's my rock. She's always been my biggest supporter, next to Ami, of course. But they've been exceptional parents, being 100% Greek and, having parents that came over at, a young age and being raised by them. They always let me do what I want and didn't keep me structured and let me grow and, believed in me. So I would definitely say, especially my mother, she's my rock, and they're great, loving, supporting individuals. I'm very, very lucky and blessed to have such amazing parents. And family too, but definitely my entire family, but definitely my parents.
I know family is very important to you. And your mom earlier, you said, was so positive. I really like that she's a positive. And that's wonderful to hear that there are positive mothers out there in your rock and encouraging you. Mm-hmm. So that's always encouraging. Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have an older brother.
Oh.
Yes, he's married to a wonderful woman, and I have a niece and nephew that are twins that are adorable. So we're taking a couple pictures with them, so maybe we can show them eventually.
Yeah, social media, I know I see them on there, so they're pretty adorable. Well, thank you, Joanne. I do want to cover on me and also gain more perspective on you, Joanne, from her. So on me, tell us about your background. I know you work jewelry, social media, digital marketing, so we have similarity, and we work on projects together, which is super fun projects together. So tell us on me how you evolved into this, because you have a fashion degree background.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do have a fashion design background for a long while, and I still am somewhat very passionate about jewelry design. So I was a corporate jewelry designer in New York for a while, and then back in 2008, 2009, and got laid off there. And after that, I came back to Illinois, where my parents are from a small town, and my dad embarked on a restaurant project. So I helped him with that, and that was really, really interesting because that was when Facebook pages first came out, and I didn't know anyone in this small town. And so I'm like, wow, even though I said I'm never going back to this little town again, I was eating my words, and I was there, and I had to make friends or refriend everybody. And so I got that place hopping in a little while, and it was so interesting because I was doing social media strategies before people knew about it, with using the page and bringing awareness. And after that, I wanted to launch my own jewelry line. So I had it all ready, but before I did it, I'm like, I want to work at the best jewelry store in Chicago. So I did that in sales, and I noticed that they didn't have a social media presents. So one day I created a presentation, took it to the president of the company, and he was so impressed, and then he forwarded it to the VP, and next thing you know, I was their marketing girl. So I did it for a while, and then afterwards I figured a lot of businesses and a lot of people could benefit from it. So that's where I really got to learn and leverage how sales can use social media and bring it in a way for relationships. And shortly after that, I was brought on board on Joanne's amazing project. And it's like Joanne set the par for whatever clients I take on board. I'm like, if they're not as sweet or as real as Joanne, I'm not going to invest as much time on them. And then I got to collaborate with Jessica. Yeah, and that was amazing.
Thank you. We're having so much fun. So what are 3 words to describe you?
Yummy.
We always say yummy, yummy.
Yeah. Yummy, yummy.
She cooks really good. She's vegan, by the way. So anyone out there is vegan. You're so cute, vegetarian. Vegan. Vegan. There's so many words, again, to describe Omni. And what I really like is you're creative.
Oh, thank you.
Genuine, creative. I feel like we're missing a major piece, and we'll have to think on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to think on your friend too, and adorable.
I have a lot of characteristics as Joanne, and even though she's Greek and I'm Indian, we had similar upbringings in a weird way where I played with G.I. Joes also with kids, and I couldn't play with Barbies because my brother said that they had crippled boogers, but
really?
Yeah, it was
Never
so
heard
weird.
of that. That is weird.
Maybe I shouldn't mention that, but
Keep it real.
Yeah,
keep it real.
keep it real.
Maybe that's your mom, keeping it real.
Yeah.
So, but I love how you're creative and you're definitely caring. And we're going to have to think of one more power word for her.
She goes out of her way for everyone. What's a better way to describe someone? You go above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
You've done that for me in the last year. And you go to any part of the world to get what you need for your client.
Achiever.
Oh.
Achiever. You're definitely an achiever. So
shucks.
you're definitely an achiever. That's the word. We're all trying to think of it, you know. And it's awesome you got to share about your childhood and what I didn't know both of you played like baby I did. So
We didn't either. We just
Yeah, we did.
How
We just
fun
learned that.
is that? So what would you feel is your calling or purpose in your soul?
I have similar characteristics to Joanne, where I'm very helpful in nature, and I always wanted to help kids, but I really like translating, helping people through their businesses, I guess, and helping them gain traction. Because when you help someone provide a living or gain that extra client, it's really amazing to see them achieve what they want.
Look, someone actually got through this on their computer. So anyhow, so if anyone's listening, that's someone trying to call us. So what I would like to add to you that you and I have the same values when it comes to not just helping businesses, but it's good people to make an impact in this world and in their lives and those relationships. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters is our relationships. What legacy, what imprint. And you and I have had many conversations, all of us have on social media, how powerful you can reach the world and make a difference. And that's what it's all about when people write in and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, thank you for supporting my business. Thank you for enriching my relationships. And I know you and I have that same philosophy in life. And that's why we work so well together on projects. So I really appreciate it. Well, fabulous. Anything else you want to share with our listeners? Or?
Hire Joanne.
And Jessica and Ami.
You ladies are too funny.
If I don't have enough time, or if I have enough time after Joanne's project.
Yeah. Joanne totally comes first. That's where you hire, build teams, and structure, and keep running. You got to keep serving the world.
Yeah.
So we will always find time for our media to be of service. You're going to be hiring assistants. I see it. I totally see it. I feel it. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for diving into our purpose and serving the world. Thank you, Joanne, for for serving people internationally who want to fulfill those dreams and support their health and community with the clubs. Thank you, Emi, as we talked about, for relationships, building companies, and enriching their lives and taking part in that and sharing your purpose. And what both of you love, Gia, I did not like GI Joes, so I don't have that common ground. But it's always so fascinating to see what people love to do and how it really incorporates into, I can see you're both warriors in life and business. I can see you both liking GI Joe. So.
And thank you for everything you've done and bringing us together and bringing purpose-powered people together.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So thank you for all you do, Jessica.
Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. And thank you for you two fine ladies and everybody out there watching your purpose. Please share with us because we want to hear your purpose and how we can go ahead and expand and grow it in this universe and the world. So thank you, everyone. We'll keep staying in touch with you.